Hello, welcome to the Piece of Cake channel. Today we're going to be making Victoria sandwich cupcakes, and I've got a very special helper today. I want to introduce you to my assistant today, Kate.
Hi.
And how do you feel about being here today?
I'm feeling very excited to be here,
Yes.
thanks.
That's good. Okay, I heard you're not new with baking and you've done a lot of baking yourself before, but I'm going to go over everything for the benefit of the people who are watching so that they know exactly what we're doing. Okay, now all the ingredients have been weighed out, but there's one thing that we haven't weighed, which is the sugar. So we're going to do that for the audience to see. Okay? Right, Kate, you're going to weigh out the sugar now? You've done this before, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. I do a lot of baking at home, so I know how to do it.
Very good. How much of the sugar do we need to add?
110.
Very good. 110 grams of sugar. And she weighed the rest of the ingredients before. Right, we need, with that, 110 grams of softened butter. We'll need 2 eggs. And we'll be needing 110 grams of self-raising flour. It's very important to sift the flour, make sure there aren't any lumps, and we introduce some air into the flour as well. First thing we're going to do is we are going to add the butter into the bowl, so if you could mix that in. Now add the sugar. And the first thing we'll be doing is we will be mixing it. Okay, so we're going to get the mixer and we'll mix it until it's nice and soft and really fluffy. Have you finished now?
Yes, because it's light and fluffy.
Perfect. And now the next thing to add will be the 2 eggs. So add the 2 eggs and then you can mix it. Okay, there you go. You'll mix it until it's well blended. Okay, that's finished now, Kate.
You sure? It looks really curdled.
It looks really curdled, that's true, but that's fine. I know many people worry about mixtures curdling and sometimes they add the flour to stop it curdling, but it really doesn't matter because you cannot mix in the flour for too long because the cakes get very tough. So the next thing we're going to do is that we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla essence. I'm loving the smell of that. Just 1 teaspoon. And we're going to add the flour, okay? And now we're going to whisk that again, put it on the lowest setting, otherwise you're going to have flour all over the place. That's it.
It's much better.
Okay, now the mixture's ready. We're going to put it in the cupcake cases, okay?
How much?
Put it about halfway.
Okay.
All right. We have already put the temperature of the oven to 180 degrees Celsius. Okay, 160 if you have a fan oven or gas Mach 4. Okay, so that will have been preheating. We'll be filling up all the cases. I think you've done this before, haven't you?
Yeah, I have at home.
That's good. Okay, we've put the cupcakes in the oven for 15 minutes. Normally what I would do now is I would make the frosting, but we made that before, and in another episode I will be showing you how we do the frosting. But now what I'm really interested is talking about Kate. How old are you, Kate?
I'm 12.
You're 12, right. Kate came to visit me on one occasion when her mum was taking photographs of the cakes, and I heard that she was very into baking and very much an enthusiast of everything to do with baking. And I decided to take her behind the scenes, and I brought her to the back and I took her to the shop. And I've never seen such an excited little girl. She was so enthusiastic, seeing all the sprinkles, seeing all the cakes and seeing everything that was being made. And to be honest, it took me back to when I was about 7 or 8 and I had the privilege of going to visit a bakery. I was lucky enough to see a commercial bakery working on a normal working day. And for a very long time, I felt it was probably the best day of my life to see all these cakes being made. And more or less around that time was when I decided that this is what I actually wanted to do. I loved the idea of baking. I loved the idea of all these cakes. And I just loved seeing the volume of things. How did it all start?
So I used to watch my granny and my mum bake, and I started joining in, and then when I started joining in, I like to bake my own cakes and everything, and what I like to do is that when I make all the ingredients together and then I bake them, I like to see what the result is, and it makes it really interesting.
Right, okay, but you want to take it further because you want to eventually have your own bakery?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you also want to have a cafeteria?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. And I hear that you also created your own drawing of your cafeteria and how you dream of your cafeteria being. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Yes, okay. I'd love to have a cafeteria as well myself, but don't show me the drawing because I might use it. Okay, you keep it for yourself. But that's really interesting. So did you find baking very easy?
Yeah, I found it easy, and I just find it natural in me.
That's good. I think it happened to me as well. I found that when I was growing up, I used to do it with my mum and with my sisters. There was always a lot of baking going on. And I found it quite easy, and I enjoyed it because it was easy for me. It came naturally to me. And the same as you, I also like the idea that you can put things together and then to see the final result. I assume that maybe going a step further and decorating is something you enjoy as well?
Yeah, but I prefer the baking a bit more.
You do? Right. So what about, we're going to be, once the cupcakes are ready, we're going to actually be decorating them.
Yeah.
So have you tried decorating before? Have you done
Yeah,
that?
I have, like when I'm making the cakes or when I'm making cupcakes, I do get the piping bag and I do it.
Ah, right. So we're already a step ahead. I was going to teach you how to do that, but obviously you already know. So we're going to do that, but that's once the cupcakes are ready. You said you've done a lot of baking at home. What are the kind of things that you've been making at home?
Well, once I've tried macaroons. I've done like lots and lots of cakes. I've done cupcakes. I've done scones before.
And what's your favourite of everything that you've done?
Well, I like cakes a bit more because it's bigger and you can make them more special and just
Right.
it looks very bright and colourful.
Right, okay. Have you done anybody's birthday cakes before?
I've done mine actually.
You've done your own birthday cake? Brilliant, that's excellent. I think I made my own birthday cake one year as well, which was a bit sad really. You should get someone making a birthday cake. But
I enjoy doing it, that's why. So, because for me, I love baking because I enjoy it, but I don't feel like I have to do it. It just comes in me, you know.
Oh, very good. She reminds me so much of when I started. When I started, I was very much like that, very enthusiastic, and it was my dream to own my own bakery. So I hope that she also fulfills her dream, because it would be excellent to see her. When I retire, I want you to run the bakery. Okay? So the next thing we're going to do now, we're going to take the cupcakes. Should be ready now. They've been in there. They've been in there for about
15 minutes.
That's right. So once they cool down, we're going to go and decorate. Okay? Okay, these have been cooling down for about 15 minutes and now they're ready to decorate. Okay, so we're going to core the cupcakes and we're going to fill them with jam. Have you ever done this before?
No.
No? Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do one and then you do the rest?
Yep, sure.
Yeah? Okay. So, you turn it round, you twist it in like that and you pull it out. Okay, see? And this we fill with a teaspoon of jam. Any jam will do, anything that you like. This one is actually a strawberry jam, but some people like other flavor jam, but this is my favorite. Okay, put it back in. Okay, would you like to try the other one?
Yeah.
No? So twist it. That's it. Very good. Fill it with jam. Perfect. And put the top back on. Very good. Okay, the next step we'll do is we're going to fill the bag with buttercream. Okay. Okay, we've finished the cupcakes. We'll carry on with the rest of them later.
Yep.
My advice to you is to carry on with this, bake as much as possible, try lots of recipes, don't lose heart, carry on doing what you love. And like me, I mean, I did this for a very long time. So this is where I am now. I pursued my dreams and this is what I'm doing now. And I absolutely love it. Have you enjoyed your day?
Yes, I have. It's been a really good experience making these cupcakes, and I hope I'll be here soon again.
Yes, I'd love you to join me again soon. But as I say, carry on doing, and something that you said before, which is so important, and it reminded me of when I was younger as well, that if you're doing something that you love, it doesn't feel like work. So if you can actually do that when you're older and pursue that and think of that as being very important with your life, carry on. And I hope to see you back soon.
Thank you.
Well, that's my Victoria sandwich cupcakes done. Thank you to Kate for helping me today. Please subscribe to my channel and please hit the bell as well if you want to be notified. A new tutorial comes out every Monday. So I'll see you next week then, and thank you for joining me.